Today, I'm going to show you how to use hacks.cloud in order to play a recipe. This is a way that you can give someone sort of the instructions by which a site is made. So if I go to hacks, H-A-X dot C-L-O-U-D, is the easiest way to get there. This will load up a copy of Hacks CMS, the full system. But if you hit play, you can go to our playground. So I'm going to go to play, and then I'm going to hit site. And we'll see that it's going to launch a single site. And it's got this one little field here that says remote load recipe. So what a recipe is it's a series of Hacks command line interface calls. So if you scroll down on here, you can see there's a little fake terminal window here running on this container. And so if I type the word hacks, it gives me some output as far as commands. So if I do hacks site -- help, I can get a listing of different arguments, commands that I can run. All right, things like site HTML would give me the whole site as HTML, but I can also add pages, delete things, give me some stats, edit content after the fact, change the theme, right, with change theme. So even with just change theme and add items or import items, if I pulled them from somewhere else, you can do quite a bit. So here's an example of a recipe. This recipe is going to say hack site node add. The title of this new thing is going to be this is going to work, and this is the default content. Then I want you to change the theme. So I've got this on gist.github.com, and so if I copy this gist and we throw it into here, say load recipe, it is going to resubmit the site against itself, if you will. And in the URL, you'll get recipe equals and then whatever address you put in. So the fun thing with web containers is I don't have any security consideration for what I just did there. I wrote some commands, those commands, and then we see them executed right there. Right, so it launches the thing, and then it goes, oh, I better play that recipe. And the recipe changed the theme and then made this page of content, this new content here, right? So let's open up a gist. All right, so let's make a brand new one here. Create new gist. And so I'll do hacks space site node :add -- title. And this is going to be blog post 1, and the content of blog post 1 is going to be right, so the way we're envisioning this being used is that you would be able to, right, make a whole bunch of pages, if you will, right, do a bunch of pre-population of content, and then give these settings to someone else so that they can go to the playground and say, oh, you mean like this, right? So rapid prototyping land, but actually capturing that output in a format that other people can use. So hack site, we're going to set a theme, and the theme will be hacks or 11 is one of our blog themes. So I'm going to create a secret gist, which is still accessible. We can hit raw so that we get just that content, right? And I've got these calls. And the other thing you could do with these calls, I could copy them. We could go to the playground and I could paste them in here. Oh, didn't like that I added all those different ones in there all at once. Oh, I'm not in a directory, my bad. So it's actually called my site, my bad. So I have to go into my site, and now when I run these commands, they should be good. There we go. All right, so it added the content for these different pages, and then it changed the theme. And then if I click reload window, we've got our different blog posts and pages, and it changed the theme in question. So now, if I wanted to give someone this starting point, instead of that, copy and paste, I take the gist URL, we throw it in here, we tell it to load the recipe, and it should set up our standard site, and then it'll execute those commands into the site. So we've already demonstrated hooking this up to the output of our AI engine. That was a different video that I can link to. But this is just another way that we can share recipes between people and get a sense of what it is in a completely safe training environment here. Let's reload the window. There we go. Sometimes it doesn't catch all the commands in the forcible reload. So now I've got my site. I can go in, make my tweaks. Hey, there's blog post 1. I start writing. So if you're interested in learning more about hacks, playing with the command line interface, running the commands, that is available on the hacks.cloud website, as well as links to all the various implementations of the Hacks ecosystem.